So guys, this is it. I got the txt2kg running on the Mac M4 and with the quencoder model as local model, and it looks pretty impressive what you can do with it. But context. So back in December 23, I wrote an article stating that in future we will be able to enter universes of understanding and drafting that based on the assumption that something like code, galaxies, would become custom for LLMs to like navigate the universes of understanding and knowledge between humans and agents, and to be even to have the possibility to inherit agents, like variables across agents, to have different kind of communication protocols like flooding. This is the video where I explained my vision, and different physical solvers like about the distances measured between nodes like Barnes had. And of course, spring length, spring constant, central gravity as further physical parameters to interact with agents. And now the time has come that this is reality. Now we have the tools, and not just on an open source basis, or not just visionary thinking about individuals, but here's NVIDIA deploying such a tool. And like I said, you can host it locally. You have here spatial position parameters, k-means, near neighbor, algorithms, number of clusters you want to have. And yeah, this video is just about like trying out and just getting a understanding of what is possible now. And I'm curious, like, this is really no script, no setup. This is just testing like on screen. And let me just see where we go with this. So if I select 3 clusters, does it load? Does anything happen? I guess there are more than 7 clusters here now, and do I need to refresh? So this works fine. The slider, I can color it. If I change here something, nothing happens, I guess. Then let's see what else we have here. We have reg search, ask the question, number of hops, k results, knan, reg, this is graphic, new, this is pure, and I can't use that. Okay, so let me jump back. What do we have here? So I tested a few uploads here, as you can see. The document which was processed was just 8.76 kilobyte, and we have here the edges and the entities, and we can look at the graph. What do we else have here? We have layout, force, tree, radial, and what else do we have? 3D, we already saw that. Let me just try and search something like links. We see that something happens. We don't see what is happening actually. Do I get something? Any connections? Get a connection between repository and null. Okay, interesting. I get here the depth of the edges, I guess, the connections. And let me go 3D again. So there's good performance on the web GPU, but Yeah, we already tested that there. Cluster, color cluster disabled. Okay, let me enable it. Using spatial coding. Okay, but okay, so for some reason this doesn't work for me. So if the similarity threshold is lowered, my expectancy would be that the edges, the spring length is widening. Because we have a lower similarity acceptance. Does this make sense? Similarity threshold is lowered. So the similarity between the nodes is lowered, and then I mean that the threshold is lowered, so basically between the vectors, and then yeah, we would have more fuzzy matches, I guess. But I'm just like starting here to understand how I can work with that. Higher value creates fewer tighter clusters. Yeah, okay. There. Sorry, there's explanation. So for dummies, and I guess my understanding was kind of right. And we have hierarchical. Okay, this worked with the coloring. Let's just test the clusters here. Can I enter? Using 159 stored triples from ArangoDB. Yeah, so this is in the backend, right? I didn't talk about this yet, but the ArangoDB does the saving of the triples for us. And let me search some more. So I don't see here now if anything is happening. So maybe it's the performance on my local machine, right? So I don't want to judge here now. I can't even scroll down, I guess. Let me just refresh. Let me refresh all. So here's performance. And if I now make this, change here something, and add more clusters, and add coloring, and make this performance links. Yeah, so I can't really like say something qualified now about these parameters. If this works, is this about me, or I mean my local machine? But let's just take a further look of the 3D graph. So it looks kind of like planets, I guess. And enable clustering. Let's switch this off. I can here walk the edges, I guess, though contains architecture. I get the values for architecture. Contains, I don't know, monthly. Get this connection, and let's take a look around. How does the rec search work? Well, links. So I just uploaded some random document of my repo. Sentence transformer is not available. Okay, let's enable sentence transformer, I guess, if this can be made available. So here's the Quen model management. Let's leave it at that for now, and let's check if we can process the embeddings to get the sentence transformers. Use sentence chunks. Select this, generate embeddings. Okay, so we need like a Pinecone server to generate the embeddings. So this doesn't work, and what else can we check here? So Okay, interesting. So there isn't a search available if I'm in 3D mode. And let me just go back. But if I'm in 2D mode, let's check this. Let's make it full screen. Okay, so this is 2D. We have the nodes. I can toggle here some node showing. I can zoom in, zoom out. We have some kind of simulation here. But I don't have here the search parameters. Okay, show more. Okay, let's just try and search here. So I search link. And we have some mean of zooming in or out to get a bit more visual grip of what's happening here. Well, not really. If I change the mode, I get a whole lot of disturbing close nodes. So no. So as you can see, I still have to understand a whole lot about this tool, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm happy that even without the NVIDIA Spark GPU, I can run this tool, because I guess it's a big step forward in the direction of sharing knowledge, of entering knowledge universes, and yeah, just a heads up in the direction of all the educators out there. If you understand how much we can use these tools to like get a grip of education and don't miss out any student. I wrote an article here about it, that you can really like apply a new kind of grading if you use these tools, if you get the understanding of the knowledge of the students and how they interconnect knowledge. And I guess that if we compare like knowledge universes between students or between any kind of education or knowledge, then we can find a lot of similarities and how we can interconnect and yeah, just get the most of our knowledge as humankind and agent knowledge. And another thing which I didn't mention here in this article, but which is great to see that Google also does big steps in this direction. So there's this tool, I guess it's called View, Google View, if I remember correctly. It's called View 3.1, and yeah, you can also generate and envision universes and enter them. It's like kind of a game engine. So yeah, there's a whole lot to come for us.